Hello everybody, my name is Katrinka. I'm a professional singer and a vocal coach, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna continue in our soul searching through K-pop and J-pop. I'd better say Korean music and Japanese music, which I recently dived into, and I'm loving this journey so far. And this particular artist has been recommended and asked for so many times. So when I've seen IU, which is the singer we're gonna be reacting to today, performing her medley on Dingo, I knew what I gotta do. I heard a lot about IU. I never heard her sing live. I kind of was almost avoiding to hear her songs at all because I knew that I wanted to make a reaction to her. So this is gonna be my first time reaction. So people have been raving about IU to me. They said that she's an absolutely the sweetest human being. They said that she is not only a singer, but she's writing her song, composing the whole thing. She's producing her own music, so that's pretty impressive to me. I love when artists kinda is involved in the whole process of the song making from the very start till the very end, because overall you have that vision in your head with how you want the project to look like. If you are interested in everything music and singing related, don't forget to subscribe because this is the right place for you. If you want to connect with me on a more personal or human level, definitely follow me on TikTok. I will highly appreciate it. I upload more of personal, funny content there, so thank you so much in advance. Now, without any further ado, I am freaking excited for IU and her Dingo Music Medley. I really have to say that Dingo Music and the First Take channel and the Wish Buzz, for example, that's in Philippines, I love the concept of these channels. I'm so happy that something like this exists to showcase the local artists and just show them to the rest of the world. So let's go.
이 곡은 제가 20살 때 불렀던 하루 끝이라는 곡입니다.
Oh, I'm very sorry in advance. There were no English subtitles on YouTube. I'm very sorry. So there's not gonna be English subtitles, but let's enjoy the music. She's so cute.
처음처럼 설레이는 그런 날 종일 너만 생각하는 그런 날 욕심이 나 우리 사이 요만큼만 더 가까이 딱 한 발짝 그만큼 더 가까이 혼잣말이 속삭임이 너도 궁금할 순 있잖아 네가
Alright, she's absolutely adorable. Really like that she has a tiny bit of nasal tone quality, but a lot of people bash nasal tone quality. I don't really understand why, because I think it's very pretty. And especially in her case, you can see how pretty it can actually sound. Because overall, she has still a very sweet voice, but the nasal quality is kind of putting a little twist in it. The high open tone was a great example of completely opening and relaxing your throat for the shiny, bright open tone. And it was really effortless. She was actually singing very low key, and then when she opened it, feel the volume go whoop. That's what really relaxed a throat and opened jaw is gonna do for you. A beautiful open tone.
그게 아닌데 거짓말인데 바보 같은 네가 난 답답해 너무 좋아서 그래 날 수룩한 얼굴 하고 있지만 또 기다리다 고민만 하다 흘러가는 하루 끝에서 한 말 내가 널 사랑해.
When she went up to those high notes, you could hear her vocal cords tightening, but she was really putting it here in this placement. It was really well done because there was no change in the singing dynamics. It was quite fluent. You couldn't hear any switch there. I will just replay it really fast.
고민만 하다 흘러가는 하루 끝에서 한 말 내가 널 사랑해.
Aww.
다음 곡은 들어봐야 알아요. 노래가 많아가지고 제가 21살에
Oh, they color coded the songs. Thank you. It's gonna help me a lot while editing, so thumbs up.
불렀던 금요일에 만나요입니다. 아시는 분들 같이 여기 원래 같이 불러주는 거. 이번 주 금요일 금요일에 시간 어때요? 주말까지 기다리긴 힘들어.
One thing that you have to give to singers that are singing in these kind of languages is that there are a lot of closed vowels at the very high tones, at very high notes. I've seen a bunch of them struggling with that. And then I've seen really good singers that always kind of found way around it to make that note really opened and relaxed, which is not really easy. I did Lisa Gorenge. She did it fantastically, and I see a lot of Lisa's style of opening those vowels in IU as well. It's very effortless. It's very important for the final effect. You don't want to hear like, you don't want to go, this is exactly the movement that, the exact movement that closed vowel is gonna do is that block. And she's doing, so she's just opening it a tiny bit, but it's enough. That's absolutely enough for that closed vowel to be able to open a little bit. The songs as well, they are well structured so far. Like there are not like the boring parts of the song. It's well paced and it's kind of keeping you in the song, so good job. She's using a lot of head resonance, especially in this area, and it is helping her a lot. That's why she has such a husky, honey voice at the lower areas, but when she goes into belts or into mix, it's immediately directed there, which is fine. It's a certain type of technique and it's working for a lot of singers. For example, Amy from Evanescence, very similar placement. And thanks to that, also the falsetto at the very end is very well placed. And that's why it resonates so nicely. Focus on how she does it. I'm having literal flashbacks because that's how my vocal coach taught me to place my falsetto, and I remember her actually mimicking and showing me exactly where I need to feel it, and she was like, no.
김창완 선배님의 곡을 리메이크했던 너의 의미, 이것도 같이 부른 노래인데.
I really wish I knew what she was saying at the beginning of the song, so let me know in the comments if you have a time to write it all down. I'll appreciate it. She has a very warm huskiness in her voice. I really like it, especially in the lower areas where she is not really belting. And then she has kind of two ways to approach higher tones, either through a lot of breath where she is really not using that nasal placement, where she kind of sustain the warmth and the huskiness, but it's a little bit more soft. And then you have the areas where she really push into that, place it correctly, and then it really pierces through. I really like it because it's very versatile.
그 웃음도 나에겐 커다란 의미.
Oh, I like this song.
너의 그 작은 눈빛도 쓸쓸한 뒷모습도 나에겐 힘겨운 약속. 도대체까지.
It's really not the easiest thing to create a soft song that is not gonna be just blunt and just a tiny bit boring. Maybe it's a controversial opinion, but I think a lot of very romantic and very soft songs can balance on the verge of becoming a little boring. So she definitely captured the moment. I really, really like this song a lot.
I'm gonna free to 리지 말기. 난 몹시 예민해요. 한 벌기 23점 아가씨 때가 났네. 따끈 척해도 적당히 믿어줘요. 얄미운 23 아직 한참 멀었다. 예. 떨다른 척해도 대충 싸가줘요. 난 그래 확실히 지금이 좋아요. 아 알겠어요. 난 사랑이 하고 싶어. 마셔봐.
Whoa!
얼굴만 보면 몰라 속만
I have to put a flash warning for that section. They should have done that as well because it's a little dangerous. But I like that she is a very sweet person, but she is extremely sassy. I like that. I like that so much. And she's bringing a lot of that sassiness into her singing. We really need more of this lightweight, sassy, happy songs. I really, really appreciate those recently because we need that serotonin directly to our veins.
다른 표정을 짓는 일 아주 간단하거든. 사실은 나도 몰라 애초에 나는 단 한 줄의 거짓말도 쓴 적이 없거든. 여인 척 꿈인 척 여왕이면 모든 한쪽을 골라 색안경안을
Again, the placement is very good and it's helping her to just run up, run down, or just stay in that area. It doesn't matter because it's the first placement that she does that really matters and that allows her to do whatever else that is gonna be following.
쉬어지는 건 뭐 이제 익숙하거든. 이 밤 그날의 반딧불을 당신의 참 가까이 띄울게요.
Oh, that was a beautiful tone.
사랑한다는 말예요.
Oh my god, her voice is just so comforting.
파도가 머물던 모래 위에 적힌 글씨처럼 그대가 멀리 사라져버릴 것 같아. 늘 그리워 여기 내 마음속에 모든 말을 다 꺼내어 줄 순 없지만 사랑한다는 말예요.
Well, I'm probably getting copy claim for that one, but I didn't want to stop that song. I just didn't want to interrupt that little segment, especially of this song, because it was just so soft and beautiful. I just didn't want to interrupt in the middle. Oh, but it was like chicken soup for the soul, this song. Really beautiful. I really have to go and look into like the original version of this song because that stole my heart. Also, she has very interesting breath placements, but I've seen this like a typical breath placements with a lot of Korean, Japanese, Filipino artists. And it's probably because of the language. I don't know where the words start and where the words end, or sentences or phrases, better said. So that might really influence the breath placements. You don't have to be too loud. Sometimes very soft approach, very good way to go, because then you have the belting areas. You're gonna have a place for developing the tone and letting it get really big, but you don't have to oversaturate it. And I think she is doing this absolutely brilliantly. She's dosing everything so well that it feels incredibly comfortable to listen to her.
25살 대표곡이죠. 팔레트 들려드리겠습니다.
Let's.
이상하게도 요즘은 그냥 쉬운 게 좋아. 하긴 그래도 좋은 날 부를 땐 참 예쁘더라. 핫핑크보다 진한 보라색을 더 좋아해. 너무더라. 단추 있는 파자마 립스틱 좀 지그시. I like it. I'm 25. 날 좋아하는 거 알아. Oh, hi.
This is the approach that I was talking about. She could definitely build this if she wants to, but she chooses a little bit more of that very airy, soft, high notes that just sit into this song way better.
이른 아침 작은 새들 노랫소리 들려오면 언제나 그랬듯 아쉽게 잠을 깬다. 창문 하나 햇살 가득 눈부시게
Completely a cappella.
비춰오고 서늘한 냉기에 재채기 할까 말까. 딸각딸각 아침 짓는 어머니의 분주함과 엉금엉금 냉수 찾는 그 아들의 게으름이 상큼.
This song really reminds me of like a lullaby. It's really, really beautiful, and it's very intricate, very soft. I will never get absolutely fascinated by these languages because they feel just, the pronunciation in them is just so much more colorful than in any other languages. Like, it's really, really fascinating to me.
하고 깨끗한 아침의 향기와 고소하게 밥 듬드는 냄새가 어우러진 가을 아침 내겐 정말 커다란 기쁨이야. 가을 아침 내겐 정말 커다란 행복이야. 응성만 부렸던 내겐 파란 하늘 바라보며 커다란 숨을 쉬니 드높은 하늘처럼 내 마음 편해지네. 텅 빈 하늘 언제 왔나. 고추 잠자리 하나가 잠덜 깬 듯 엉성이 돌기만 빙빙.
Feel like I'm a little child and I'm being comforted to sleep. I swear. I this woman, this girl has absolutely magical powers in her. I don't know how she does it, but her voice is absolutely like captivating, and she kind of drags you and just keeps you in this magical world. But by choice, like we've seen in other parts of this medley, that when she wants to belt, she can really go into it and her voice can get very piercing and very prominent. A song like this, she just chose a completely different aesthetics that is fitting for the song way better. And oh my god, it was captivating completely. Like I'm having problems with this medley actually, because I'm forgetting to stop it, I'm forgetting to talk, I'm getting copy claimed definitely at this point. I don't even care anymore.
해야지 뭐 거기 너 내 말 알아들어. 에이 아직 모를걸 내 말 틀려 또 나만 나빠.
The sassy queen is back.
깜빡이 켜 교양이 없어 knock knock 또 상대 안에 block block 잘 모르겠으면 이제 좀 외워 babe repeat repeat 참 쉽지 right Yellow C-A-R-D 이 선 넘으면 침범이야 babe.
Now compare the previous song with this song. The difference, not only just in attitude, but in the whole approach to the singing, is just black and white completely. This one is way more, she's using way more of her kind of belting voice. She's setting it way more in the nasal area. It's more nasal, it's more piercing, it's more prominent, it's absolutely more out there. She just takes the song, she looks at it, and she just kind of make a best judgment of what's gonna be suiting for that song. And then she just kind of get into her vocal toolbox and she's just, okay, this, this, and this. Okay, we're good. This is what we're using this time. I love that approach. It's so much fun.
뭐해라는 두 글자에 네가 보고 싶어 나의 속마음을 담아 이모티콘 하나 속에 달라진 내 미묘한 심리를 알까 아니 바쁘지 않아 Nothing 나나 잠들어있지 않아 Insomnia 냐냐 지금 다른 사람과 함께이지 않아 나도 너를 생각 중 위에 네모감은 엄지 손가락으로 장미꽃을 피워 향기 취할 것 같아 오직 둘만의 비밀의 정원
I gotta be honest with you, I just stopped the video because I have to stop it for the sake of it not getting blocked. But if I could, I would just listen to this whole thing without interruption because that's how captivating it is. And also keep in mind that these songs been composed throughout years. That's how consistent she is. I love her tones. After I'm gonna record this video, I'm just gonna go and listen to the whole medley like without any interruption because I just need it.
나도 너를 생각 중 위에 네모감은 엄지 손가락으로 장미꽃을 피워 향기 취할 것 같아 오직 둘만의 비밀의 정원
Her falsetto is just very well controlled. It's because of its good placement and also she's just really not stressing about it. Oh, I love that sound. That was a tiny mix and it was just so bright and airy.
28 됐습니다 벌써 에이 모든 게 맘대로 왔다가 인사도 없이 떠나 이대로는 무엇도 사랑하고 싶지 않아 다 잊을 대로 헤져버린 기억 속을 여행해 우리는 오렌지 태양 아래 그림자 없이 함께 춤을 춰 정해진 이별 따위는
She is using a lot of I call it hand support. I don't know if it's gonna sound strange in English, but a lot of singers do it because they've been taught it by their vocal coaches, kind of a way to push through that mental barrier. It's not really about your incapability of doing that. You are capable of singing that, but just your mental block prevents you from that. And fighting through mental block, there are a lot of methods and there are a lot of ways. Every vocal coach just has something different, and there are like certain ones that are just generally working. And this, like the hand support, is one of those that really work very well. She's doing it a lot. For example, if you go na 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 na, it's just physically showing with your hand that you're going up, you're going down, you're going up, you're going down. It helps incredibly. It's almost like every single part of your body is giving you support to go and get those high notes, you know, go and snatch them. Your legs should be well rooted, so you have that stance support. Your shoulders, your whole kind of stance and posture helps you. And your brain recognizes the hand movement. It helps a lot. It's very simple technique, but it's incredible how much it helps. Ooh, nice rundown.
신곡입니다.
This is so well put together as well.
이라는 곡입니다.
Flashing! So, from what I've understood, this is her most recent song, so let's go.
Gambler 배운 적 없지 even no cheater 최악의 패를 가지고 싹쓸어 한 수 배우고 싶음 너에게 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말아줘 words 모른 조절이 가서 멀어져 이제 넘기지 좀 내 격에 살벌하게 난 목숨을 걸어 Vamos, 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 vamos It's new rule, new rule, new rule, new rule, new rule Baby 알잖아 내가 지금 이 편에도 대체 뭘 거는지
In a bunch of songs before, when she was singing in this register in this area, she went super breathy and very soft to create that tiny huskiness and warmth in her voice. In this song, we're hearing her full voice in the same area. So really, she just pick and choose whatever suits for her, for whatever suits for the song, and she just runs with it, and it's just blowing my mind.
마지막 배팅이니만큼 엉망으로 테이블을 어질러 All in I can't die, I'm all in
Oh my god, this is so much positivity and serotonin in this.
I'm all in
Her kind of whole body of work is so freaking positive, and just we've seen slower songs and more romantic songs and more balladic songs, more sassy, but just overall it's just so pumped up with positivity. I think it's just really mirroring her personality because it's really shining through her. I feel like this whole medley is just a bunch of very beautiful, warm memories, and I don't even speak Korean, so I don't really even know what the lyrics are about. I'm gonna go and Google it out, but very warm, very comforting. I'm here for it. Also, one more thing that I want to mention real fast. I don't know if the backing vocals for this one were recorded especially for the Dingo performance. So with the pre-recorded, pre-prepared and like mixed vocals for the backing track, similar to her voice. They are absolutely the same. So you are getting real deal here, that's for sure.
눈이 따끔해 눈물이 고여도 꼭 참을래 내 마음은 어떤 비밀 쓸어 너를 거울에 넣어두고서 영원히 돼감을 순간이니까 우리 둘의 마지막 페이지를 잘 부탁해 어느 작별이 보다 완벽할까 Love me all the time free 거칠은 날 goodbye 이런 결말이 어울려 연꽃잎 같은 안녕 우리 봄날의 클라이막스 얼마나
Beautiful belt. It was well placed, it was well opened, it was just effortless to her.
얼마나 기쁜 일이야 Love me all the way till the spring 봄바람처럼
Yeah, she's so happy with herself. I would be as well.
바람처럼 정말 못 견딜 만큼 그거면 된 거야 더는 생각
See, there was a tiny bit of a vibrato at the end of that phrase, but she's not using too much of vibrato anywhere. Yeah, her belting is joy to listen to because it's not too bright, it's not too piercing. She's using a lot of her mix, she's relaxing everything, and the belting notes, like you can see her almost like smiling. It's very, very, very relaxed and comfortable zone for her. And for me, it's just a joy to see a singer being so incredibly comfortable with themselves.
지금 내 손을 잡아 지금 내 손을 잡아 시작할게요. 안녕.
You guys, what the hell? I get a bunch of difficult months, a little darker time for me, but recently I'm having better and better and better days. And today was a little bit, you know, it's very rainy outside and it felt like I was getting a little down again, and this absolutely picked up my mood incredibly. First of all, I love to see this kind of super confident singers. It's a joy to look at and it's an absolute joy to listen to. I think that with IU, there's this absolutely stunning combination of a confident personality. So she is confident with herself, with the way she acts, with her movements, and the combination with how confident she is with her singing. A lot of times you can see on the face of a singer when they kind of are not very sure with the tone they're singing or they're hitting, and they're like, oh, okay, fine, I hit it. God, thanks God, I crossed the river. But with her, she never even let any kind of expression, facial expression, show that she would be unsure about the note she just hit, or she would be like relieved she hit it. She was amazing. She really knew what she was doing, 110%. Definitely a good example for how important is the initial placement of a tone, because definitely you can iron out the mistakes that you do. If you do not start in the perfect pitch, or you just do not place that tone very well, there's methods and ways to kind of save it. If you can learn how to perfectly place your tones, you don't have to deal with that anymore. And that's just what she's doing. She is very confident with her voice because she knows exactly what it's gonna do. This was really great. I really appreciate you recommending me IU. I will definitely look more into her work. Let me know down in the comments which songs from her or live performances you would recommend me to look at, because I want it. Give me that sweet, sweet serotonin, because she's giving it to me. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommended for you. And here is the rest of my K-pop and J-pop reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.